You will never guess who is starring as He-Man in Netflix live-action rendition of Masters of the Universe. Coming up on the Big Retro Show. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Los from the Big Retro Show, and Netflix is working on a live-action version of Masters of the Universe. I didn't know that this was happening, but I am not entirely surprised given the popularity of Masters of the Universe Revelation, directed by Kevin Smith. And that has been, it was an interesting series. If you guys haven't seen that, I highly recommend that you watch it. I know a lot of people didn't connect with it, but I did. But given the popularity of Masters of the Universe Revelation, I think that this was probably the next best thing for Netflix to do to continue the He-Man in Netflix. And so, yes, they announced that there is some guy named Kyle Allen who is cast as He-Man. Now, I have no idea who that is until I saw the article. And let me just show you what I looked at earlier today. So this is an article. It's from TV Line. And the headline reads, Live Action He-Man Cast. So as you can see, this guy right here, he's a young-looking guy with long hair, is the person that they cast as He-Man. And there's He-Man, our boy He-Man right here, looking all confused. They're probably looking as confused as we are. And that's probably because this guy, he doesn't look like He-Man. He might look maybe like Prince Adam in his, smaller form. But, I don't know how they're going to transform this guy into He-Man. But let's read what they wrote here. Kyle Allen has the power, apparently. Apparently he does. The alum of the Path in American Horror Story. Now, I have heard of American Horror Story, but I haven't heard of the Path. I don't know what that is. I think that's probably a movie or something. Has landed the role of He-Man in the live-action Masters of the Universe movie, which is now being developed by Mattel and Netflix. In the new take, to be directed by the Nee brothers from The Lost City, from a screenplay written by the Nees and David Callahan, who is known for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, an orphan named Adam discovers he is a prince destined to be the savior of a faraway land, and must quickly learn of his power and the importance of saving his true home from an evil force. Production is expected to start this summer. Very interesting, very interesting. Let's go back to the view here. Now, one thing right off the bat regarding this article is that they claim that He-Man is an orphan. Now, growing up watching He-Man in the cartoons, he had parents. King Randor was his father, and his mother, gosh, I forget her name, but he had a mother too. He wasn't an orphan. I don't know where they're getting that from in this live action version. Are they just creating something new, just creating something that they think is going to spice up the He-Man franchise? I don't know. And, I have not read any of the He-Man comics other than the ones that used to come with the action figures. So if you guys know if this is, something that appeared in the comic books that not every He-Man and a Masters of the Universe fan knows about, let me know in the comments. Was He-Man an orphan? I don't remember him being an orphan. So that's just kind of weird. Now, I am banking on movie magic to transform Kyle here from this skinny guy, skinny young looking guy, into the Incredible Hulk like He-Man. I think, and it's not like movie magic hasn't done this before. They turned like Elijah Wood into a hobbit, and they turned the Captain America into a wimpy looking Captain America. So it's not like movie magic isn't there that can turn him into it. But let's go ahead and I went ahead and Googled Kyle Allen just because I don't know who he is. And here's some more photographs of the guy. Here's one looking very young. I guess he was in West Side Story as well. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen West Side Story. But yeah, I mean, he definitely has that Prince Adam look. I just don't know if he's going to be a good He-Man. I mean, there's going to be a lot of movie magic that's going to need to take place in order for Kyle to turn into a roided out He-Man character. He might be a good actor though. I have never seen him in anything. I can't lie. Discover Kyle Allen. He's got the mane. He's gonna have to dye it though to look like He-Man. Now, I come from the old school, and I remember. Let me go ahead and switch out of this view here. So I remember, the Dolph Lundgren live action version of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and I enjoyed that movie back in the day. I really liked it. The story was kind of questionable. They return to Earth and they battle Skeletor, and there's a weird looking elf troll thing called Gwildor who's helping them. And Skeletor looked kind of janky in Masters of the Universe in the old school Dolph Lundgren one, but it was a good, I liked it back in the day. I liked it. Now, did it hold up? Until did it hold up in does it hold up in 2022 is what I'm trying to say. And I don't think it does unless you're like a diehard Masters of the Universe fan. um but even in that live action version, I mean, Dolph Lundgren was in shape for that role. And even though he didn't look like He-Man, I mean, he looks like He-Man more so than Kyle over here, because Kyle does not. He looks more of like the Prince Adam that appeared in Masters of the Universe Revelation. So, I'm a little bit worried about uh this live action version of Masters of the Universe. Now, maybe he's gonna do a great job, but I mean, the visual is not there. Dolph Lundgren looked way more like He-Man than Kyle does, and so yeah. And then just the other big issue again is He-Man is an orphan. You know, I'm very interested to see who they're going to cast as the other characters, and if it's going to be more of a story centered around He-Man, or is it going to be another Masters of the Universe story as it was in Revelations? Because in Revelations, Masters of the Universe Revelation, everyone had equal footing, you know, and people were mad about that. They were mad that Tila got some spotlight in there. Now, personally, I enjoyed the story. I thought it was a good story. And I just I wish that the first season had a lot more He-Man in it, but I think that they made up for it in season two, and I know that there's going to be another season two there, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'm just curious to know if in this live action version they are going to center it around He-Man's journey, He-Man's struggle. Is it going to be He-Man centric? And then of course, there's going to be the casting of Skeletor and all of his henchmen, and who knows if Orko is going to be in it, and who knows if who are they going to cast as Tila and Man at Arms and King Randor and Stratos and all those other characters that appeared in Masters of the Universe. This will Gwildor, Gwildor, will Gwildor be a part of this new live action He-Man and the Masters of the Universe? So there's a lot of questions there. There's a lot of questions, but at least we know one that has been answered, and that is that Kyle Allen is a guy. He's He-Man. Now, I hope he doesn't mess it up. I really hope he doesn't mess it up, but you never know, man. With these Hollywood people, you never know. They're famous for taking our childhood franchises and just messing them up. Anyways, guys, cautiously optimistic about this. I'm not going to trash it, and I'm not going to praise it, because there's just too many unanswered questions here. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think of this new announcement, this confirmation that Kyle Allen is He-Man. Will you be watching He-Man, the live action version on Netflix? What are your thoughts on it? And I think that's going to be it, guys. If you like this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, and subscribe to the Big Retro Show. And until the next one, I will see you. Peace.